What's up, guys? This is Trell. I've been getting a lot of people here and there in my DMs asking me about how I got started in wholesale real estate. Today, I'm gonna show you guys a property that we do have locked up. We do have a sign with a buyer. I'm gonna show you guys that today, give you a full breakdown of the process. How did I got the deal? How did we find a buyer? Gonna be 4 pillars that you guys basically gonna learn today. That's the condition of the property, the timeline for the seller, the price that the seller is asking, and also the motivation of the seller. Each time you're on a phone call with a seller, you would need to get those 4 pillars, such as the condition. You got to ask them what's the condition of the property. Before you go see a property, you need to see exactly his point of view of what's wrong with the property. Sometimes sellers could lie and say that the property is this and that. They can over exaggerate. So it's always good to go get a bird's eye view of how the property looks. Also, with the timeline, you would need to know the timeline. How soon does the seller need to close? It could be a reason that they need to close a lot sooner, a lot later. It could be different things that pretty much goes on that the seller would need to close quickly. Is it 2 months, 1 month, a couple of weeks, 2 weeks? You need to know what's their timeline. These last 2 things are basically going to be the most important pillars that you need to know, and that is price. You need to know the price of what the seller is asking. The reason why you would need to know the price of it, you can pinpoint where the seller is at, if this is a deal or not a deal. Sometimes you may get the price from the seller and it may be a lot lower than what you will be offering to the seller. You would hate to go see a property, the asking price for the seller is super high. It could be a waste of time. The last thing is motivation. You need to know what's the reason that they're looking to sell. It could be you're going on a vacation, they need the money, some type of family issue, situation, or whatever. You need to know why are they looking to sell, because that's going to be pretty much the most important one that you will really need to know in order to get the deal done. So I'm gonna explain everything down to you guys today on the property that we're going to see. Just ride with me. All right, guys, so we're at the property. As you can see, a little bit about how we got this deal. We basically just called up the homeowner, asked him, was he looking to sell the property over here on Dunlap Street here in Martinsville? He was looking to sell it. He just went through the 4 pillars, the condition, the timeline, the price, and also his motivation. He's basically a tired landlord. He had it rented out, but the tenant just moved out recently. So right now he's trying to get rid of the property. He's a lot older, so basically just looking to get rid of the property and just be done with it. I'm gonna just show you guys around, show you guys the outside first, and then we can go in the inside and I'll show you how the inside looks as well. Follow me. All right, as you can see firsthand with the windows, most likely the windows are going to need to be replaced throughout the whole entire property. You can see the front porch area here. This is going to basically be pressure washed. I assume that's what the buyer is going to do, repaint these the same color black. Gutters are going to need to be replaced too as well on the property. All of the siding is probably going to need to be replaced or repainted. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with the property. It's going to need a good bit of work done to it. The electrical doesn't work in the property. Like I said, the gutters and everything would need to be replaced. The foundation, don't see any cracks at all on the foundation, but there is leakage in the basement, and I'll show you guys that leakage in the basement. Most likely it is going to have some foundation issues going on with the property. As we go along the side here, you can see how the paint is peeling off the wall here. This whole thing is pretty much going to have to be repainted, redone. Like I said, new windows, new doors, new screen doors. Porch is most likely going to have to be redone too as well. Getting a lot older, got mildew on it and everything. So all of that is going to have to be replaced and rebuilt. So let's go ahead and head in the inside. As you can see, this is the living area. All the stuff that you see here, the seller is basically going to take out once we get to closing. I know it's a lot of stuff that's pretty useful, so I see why he's taking a lot of the stuff, such as that deep freezer, grill there, vacuum cleaner, a little bit of boxes, patio chairs and everything. That's pretty much all of that is going to be gone. We go in this room here, first bedroom. He's going to be taking that headboard that's going to be out of here. You can see on the floor, the whole entire floor is going to need to be done. You got your closet here. Um, don't know 100% what's going on here, but that leads to the lines for the bathroom, for the shower and everything. I can show you guys the bathroom here. So this is the bathroom, the full bathroom. Everything is pretty much gonna need to be updated in this bathroom. The toilet is pretty good. I would just clean that up and kind of keep that toilet in there. Most likely everything is gonna need to be updated. New vanity and everything as well in the bathroom. We go over here in the bedroom. Another bedroom, this is the second bedroom. Like I said, the flooring needs to be replaced in here. Got your closet there. Also, if you go over here where this wall is kind of like buckling and everything, most likely there's going to be foundation issues going on in the property. Heating source replaced too as well. Don't know if they're going to put an HVAC in here or not. We're going to see. Here's the kitchen. New countertops is going to be needed. New cabinets. That fridge is going to be gone. He's going to take that. Most likely the whole entire kitchen is going to need to be completely updated, remodeled, and everything as well in order to get it to rent ready. Or if they thinking about flipping this property, there's going to be a lot more stuff that they're going to have to do to the property as well. So we're going to go down here to the basement. Now this basement is actually bigger than I expected it to be when I first came down here. As you can see right here, you got your hot water heater. Obviously it's going to need to be replaced. I'm sure it doesn't work anymore. Right here is an area where you can probably put your washer and dryer. Something going on here, some damage right there that's going to have to be tended to. You can see up here in the ceiling, the whole entire ceiling is really going to have to be replaced. You got some water lines there that they were working on. You go in this room here. Now this property is classified as a 3-bed, 2-bath. I think that this property can easily be converted to a 4-bed, 2-bath. This is this extra room here that you can basically make into a bedroom. Now it doesn't have a closet, but you can easily put a bedroom in here. You see some water here in the basement. The ceiling is going to need to be replaced, like I mentioned before. Joists and everything may need to be replaced as well. Not 100% sure. I'm not a contractor. Based on a lot of the properties and a lot of the buyers that I actually speak with, most likely all of that work is going to need to be done. Because you want to make sure that you speak with your buyers as well on the type of work that they're doing on their property. Just so you can have a general idea what a property is basically going to be needing to be done with it. This is the bathroom here, full bath, basically a job itself. Another little living area. Here you got what is called a wood stove, I believe. This is an old stove, a very old stove. They used to put wood in here. That was the heating source for the whole entire house. A lot of people in Martinsville still use these wood stoves actually. I'm pretty sure the buyer is probably going to get rid of this. They'll put an HVAC system in here. You go over here in this room here, another large bedroom. It has a closet over here. Some of the panel is buckling off. All of this paneling in here is going to need to be replaced as well. Looks like you got another water line there. That's pretty much the whole entire basement. This door here leads out to the side patio. Same door here leads the same way. This property can easily be converted into a duplex where one person can live in the basement here and the other person can live up here on the top. You have enough room in the basement to put a little small kitchen down there. So as you guys can see, that's the condition of the property. As you can see, it's going to need a lot of work done to it, and that's the type of deals that we see and that we get a lot of properties that's going to need a lot of work. Some properties you can get that's pretty much turnkey, it's already rented out or it's already fixed up. It just depends on the motivation of the seller. Like I said, we got this property for $12,000. We also found a buyer. I had a good friend of mine that brought me a buyer and we worked something out. The buyer was willing to pay us $19,000 for the property. So that's $7K in profit that we made off this deal without using any money at all. But that's as simple as it gets when a deal is broken down. You just basically find a property, get it up on the contract at a certain price. You find a buyer and you assign that contract to the end buyer to basically get the deal closed. So another rundown of how we got this deal. We called up the seller. We asked him, are you looking to sell this property? He's like, yes, I'm looking to sell. Went through the 4 pillars. Can you tell me a little bit about the property? He told me a little bit about the property. I said, great. What is your timeline? How soon do you need to sell the property? He was like, anywhere between a month to a month and a half. I was like, great. What's the least that you're expecting to get for the property? Now, notice I did not say, what are you wanting to get for the property? Because usually when you say what's the least that you can expect, most likely they're going to give you a reasonable price they will be willing to take and walk away with for the property. A lot of times it's about how you say things and not what you say. He gave me the price of $12,000 for the property. I instantly knew most of the properties here in Martinsville from the previous deals that we have done in Martinsville here. Any property that you get like this for $15K or under, pretty much you're going to be able to get it sold. So after we got the price of the property, I also asked him, what's a reason that you're currently looking to sell this property? Like I said, the reason of him selling is one of the most important things that you would need to know. What is the reason that they're willing to sell you their property, especially at a discount? Just tired of dealing with the property. He's a lot older. He came and saw the property and we locked it up at 12 to get it done for him. We also found the buyer that would come in at 19K. So I hope you guys like this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, listen, you know what to do. I'm not a guru, but I can show you.